Record. Okay, children, we will start the recording now. Yeah, so today we are going to start the new lesson in English. Okay, it is the fifth lesson, and the name of the lesson is What is Moral Action? And it is written by whom? M.K. Gandhi. You all know about M.K. Gandhi, no? Mahatma Gandhi ji is popular as. Okay, so in this lesson, after reading this lesson, what a type of feeling will have a different type of feeling. Very nice lesson, very philosophical, and it makes this lesson makes us to what it motivates us for self retrospection. Okay, before doing any act, okay, ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ it makes us to think, why are we doing this act? So it leads us for, it motivates us for self retrospection. By the word self retrospection here, I mean ಆತ್ಮಾವಲೋಕನ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ಯಾವ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವುದರ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಈ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ, ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್, okay, or it may be anything, whatever action we are doing, no, why are we doing this act? Okay, about that it makes us to think, and thus it makes us more human beings. Okay, so human being is a special creature, or it is a special creation of the God, no? So we have got the feelings, we have got the emotions, we are more intelligent than any other animals, right? So that's why after reading this lesson, what a different kind of feeling will come to our mind. See, there will be what a change in our personality itself. Very nice lesson. Mahatma Gandhi ji has given different kinds of examples here, and he has explained. Okay, so what is a moral action? What act can be considered as moral? About that we have the lesson. Okay, very nice one, very interesting one also. But what the sentence formations, the examples, and the words used there, little bit what complicated, not as complicated as the lessons of R.K. Narayan and R.K. Lakshman, don't worry. Okay, but still very interesting. Mahatma Gandhi ji, one of the greatest souls of the world, right? So the people of the world, especially the Western people, they thought something about India. They thought that Indians are uncivilized people. Okay, so Mahatma Gandhi ji changed the very way, okay, the very way in which the Europeans and the people of West, they used to think about India and Indians. So a very great person. And the people like Martin Luther King Jr. See, Martin Luther King Jr. is a person from United States of America. Okay, so USA, it has got a special status now in the world. So a person from United States of America was influenced by this Mahatma Gandhi ji. Martin Luther King Jr., he fought against slavery there in United States of America, and for that he got what? Inspiration from Mahatma Gandhi ji. You know very well about Nelson Mandela, who fought against apartheid policy in Africa, South Africa, and again this Nelson Mandela was also influenced by this great person of India, Mahatma Gandhi ji. Okay, so Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, you know better about his biography, right? He has got an autobiography also. What is the name of Gandhiji's autobiography? Has anybody got knowledge about this? Gandhiji's autobiography. It is translated to Kannada also. Anybody knows the name of that book? Gandhiji avara Atma Charitre. Akshay, do you know? Really, you don't know? Yes. Is there one single student in the class who will tell me the name of autobiography of Mahatma Gandhiji?
See, my truth experiment.
Who told us?
See.
Siri, my experiment with truth. Okay. One student is there, at least she knows some words. Okay, Siri told me the answer. My experiment with truth. Very nice book, children. In Kannada, you have its translation in the heading, in the title, Satyanveshan. Okay. So if you get time, you can read that book. You will you will get inspiration from that book. Definitely, I promise for. Okay. See now, whatever is given now in the book about about Mahatma Gandhi ji, that I'll read it out for you. Open your textbook. Yeah, I'll share the screen for you. Last. Yes, okay. So I'll read out. See, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, 1869 to 1948. To the millions of Indians, Mahatma Gandhi was the greatest of contemporary Indians and certainly one of the great men of all times. He was the mightiest force in the Indian political scene for nearly half a century and remained the profound influence on all areas of public life. Okay, I'll read the sentence again. See, Mahatma Gandhi was the greatest of contemporary Indians and certainly one of the great men of all times. He was the mightiest force in the Indian political scene for nearly half a century and remained the profoundest influence on all areas of public life. His method of non-violence and truth won freedom for India without bloodshed and demonstrated to the modern man how love is more powerful than nuclear bombs. Proper to the man's ideals, Gandhi's life and work are an open book. Gandhiji wrote and spoke tirelessly using his characteristics, charm and simplicity for which his autobiography is the finest example. Okay, they have given the name of his autobiography there. It is My Experiments with Truth. Okay. See, children, I have told that very nice lesson it is. What is moral action? Now, I'll give you an example. So, every year in the school we celebrate 15th August, no Independence Day we celebrate Republic Day, we celebrate Gandhi Jayanti. Okay. So, for this festival, for this national festival, let us take the example of Independence Day. Most of the children will come to the school. Okay, few students. Okay, three ideas you have to think here. So participation in the program of Independence Day. So few students, they came to the school with all eagerness and all. They came to the school with the feeling that today we are going to celebrate Independence Day here. We are going to remember the people who have fought for the independence of our country. We are going to salute the people, salute the great persons who sacrificed their lives for us. Okay, so few students came to school with this feeling. This is one idea. Then there was another group of students who came to the school because the attendance will be taken in the school. Next day, class teachers are going to ask, okay, they will make us to stand up in the assembly hall. They will scold us and they will give peculiar kinds of punishments to us. With this feeling, few students came to the school. Then there is another group of students who did not come to the school at all. Okay, ಏನ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ punishment ಕೊಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಏನ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡಲಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ವಾ. Okay, they did not come to the school at all. See, I am speaking about three groups of students here. One group attended the Independence Day function with feeling, okay, with the feeling of love and affection for the country and countrymen and the people who have sacrificed their life to the nation. So to respect them, to honor them, one group of students came to the school. Second group, they came to the school. But why did they come to the school? So they came to the school to avoid the punishment which will be given in the next day's assembly hall. To avoid that, they came there. Okay, but another group of students, they did not come at all. So three scenarios I have given. So actually, attending the functions of Independence Day, what? It is the act expected by the school. If it is not done, it will be considered as immoral. Actually, we have to attend the Independence Day. That is the right thing to do, right? That is the right thing to do. If it is not done, then it can be considered as immoral thing, immoral act. Now, let us come to the second one. So few students, they came to the school, no children. They came to the school, but why did they come to school? To avoid the punishment. Okay, they came to the school, they did the act there, but why? To avoid the punishment which will be given the next day, right? So now, what about their action? Can it be considered as moral one? What do you say? Is it moral or is it non-moral? Akshay, what do you say? Is it moral? It is not moral. No, they came to the school. Okay, they did that. See, two groups of students, they came to the school. One group came to the school to honor the great people. Another group came to the school, okay, to avoid the punishment. Same action is done by the two kinds of people here, two kinds of students here. One group's act can be considered as moral act and another group's act can be considered as non-moral. You cannot call their act immoral. Okay, immoral anta hellikke barodilla yakendre they have come to the school. Okay, their what? Their soul knows, their conscience knows why they have come to the school. ಅವರು ಶಾಲೆಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಹೇಳುವಂಥದ್ದು ಟೀಚರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇಯರ್ ಕಾನ್ಶಿಯನ್ಸ್ which knows why they have come to the school. That's why, okay, so I have told, no, in the beginning of the lesson itself, I have told. So this lesson leads us for self retrospection. ನಮ್ಮ ಆತ್ಮವನ್ನ ಅವಲೋಕನ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಮೋಟಿವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. Self retrospection. Why we are doing this activity? Why are we writing the exam? Okay, why are we reading? Why are we playing? Okay, why are we following the instructions given by our parents, teachers? So before doing all these activities, why? The question appears, why? Okay, so that decides whether an act is moral or non-moral. So in this lesson, children, we are concentrating on these two acts. We are not concentrating on what, children? Immoral. Okay, so what is an immoral act? Immoral act is something, okay, about which we know that doing this act is wrong. Okay, we know that doing this act is wrong, but still we do that act. So then that act becomes what, children? Immoral. So copying in the examination is a wrong act. Okay, it is not at all right. It is a wrong act. Killing a person, hurting a cow. Okay, ದಾರಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂತ ನಾಯಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕಲ್ಲನ್ನು ಒಗಿತೇವೆ ನಾವು. So that is wrong. No, we know that. Our conscience knows that it is wrong, but still we do that. No, so that type of act, it is called what, children? Immoral. So in this lesson, we are not going to concentrate on these immoral activities, immoral acts. We are concentrating on moral and non-moral. So every day I get up early in the morning at 5 o'clock, 5:30 o'clock, 5:30. Okay, why do I get up at 5:30? To impress my family members, or it is good act, that's why I am getting up at 5:30. So that decides my act whether it is moral or non-moral. If I am getting up early in the morning to impress my father, who gets up before me, okay, ನನಗಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ 5 ಗಂಟೆಗೋ 4:15ಗೋ ಏಳುವಂತಹ ನನ್ನ ತಂದೆಯನ್ನು ತಾಯಿಯನ್ನು ಇಂಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, if I get up at 5:30, ಆರ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್ ಓಕೆ ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಮ್ಮ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಎದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಾನಿನ್ನು ಎದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ ಸೊ ಅವ್ರ ಎದುರುಗಡೆ ನನಗೆ ಮರ್ಯಾದೆ ಅನಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಅವ್ರು ನನ್ನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ತಿಳ್ಕೊತಾರೋ ಏನೋ, ಇನ್ನು ಹೇಳಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆಳಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಇನ್ನು ಮಲ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾಳೆ. So with all these feelings, if I get up at 5:30, my act becomes children non-moral. Okay, if I get up at 5:30 with the feeling that it is right to get up early in the morning, okay, it is right, ಇದು ಸರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಂತಹ ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ ಇಂದ, ನಂದೇ ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನ್ ಇಂದ ನಾನು ಎದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ my act will become moral. I hope you all have understood the difference between moral act, non-moral act and immoral act. Did you understand? Say yes by raising your hand if you have understood. Have you understood, children? Nice. Yes, you all have understood, no? Yes, now children, I will give one, I'll take one more conventions. Okay, conventions. I will take another concept. Conventions, customs. Customs. So we follow, we do many activities as they are conventions, customs. ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಸಂಪ್ರದಾಯ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಪದ್ಧತಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವೇನ್ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇವೆ, ಇದು ಮಾರಲ್ ಅಂತ. ನಾನು ದಿನಾ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಜಲ್ದಿ ಎದ್ಕೊಂಡು ದೇವ್ರ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮಾರಲ್ ಅಂತ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಇಟ್ ನೀಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಮಾರಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ವೈ? ವಾಟ್ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ವೆದರ್ ಅನ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಈಸ್ ಮಾರಲ್? ಅದು ನಮ್ಮನೆ ಕಷ್ಟಮು, ನಮ್ಮನೆ ಸಂಪ್ರದಾಯ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ ಆಚರಣೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದೇನಾಯ್ತು, ನನ್ನ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾರಲ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಅದು ಸರಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮೈ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಮಾರಲ್, ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ನಾನ್ ಮಾರಲ್. ನಮ್ಮನೆ ಸಂಪ್ರದಾಯ ಅದು ಆಚರಣೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ರೈಟ್. ನೋ, ಐ ಶುಡ್ ಫೀಲ್ ರೈಟ್. ಮೈ ಕಾನ್ಶಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಶುಡ್ ಸೇ ಮಿ ದಟ್ this is right act to do. Okay, that's why you have to do this act. If my conscience tells me like that, and if I do that activity, then only my activity will become moral. Then mataji ನೀವು ಹೌದು ಮಾರಲ್ ನಾನ್ ಮಾರಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಕನ್ವೆನ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅಥವಾ ಕಸ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡೋದೇ ತಪ್ಪ ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ? So there is a custom in our school, no? Every day at 9:30 we have to gather in Akshay, where we have to gather in the assembly, right, for prayer. ಹೌದಾ? That is our custom, that is our convention. ಅದು ರೈಟ್ ಅನಿಸ್ತದೋ ರಾಂಗ್ ಅನಿಸ್ತದೋ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಕೇಳೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ದೇರ್ ಅಟ್ 9:30. ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಈ ಕನ್ವೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾತಾಜಿ ನನಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇವತ್ತು ಬರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ನಾನು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ರೂಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೇನೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನಂಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಬಂದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ನಾನ್ ಮಾರಲ್ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ, ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅಗೇನ್ ದರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಈ ಕನ್ವೆನ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಕಸ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ ಬೇಡ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಲೀಡ್ ಟು ವಾಟ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್? ಅನಾರ್ಕಿ. ಇಫ್ ವಿ ಡು ನಾಟ್ ಫಾಲೋ ಸಮ್ ಕನ್ವೆನ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಸ್ಟಮ್ಸ್, it will lead to what? Anarchy. What is the meaning of anarchy? In your textbook they have given the meaning of anarchy. So anarchy means what, children? See, anarchy means the absence of governmental authority. ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ರೂಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾರು ಇಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಾದ್ರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ತಕ್ಕಂತೆ ನಾವು ಇರ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂತ ಆದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್ಸ್ ದ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ. ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಯಾರು ಮೈಕ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಓಡಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು ಹೇಳೋದೊಂದು ರೂಲ್ ಉಂಟು. ಇಲ್ಲ ಇವತ್ತು ಅಕ್ಷಯ್ ಬೇರೆ ಮನ್ಸಾಯ್ತು, ಇಲ್ಲ ರಾತ್ರಿ ನಾನು 12:30 ತನಕ ಮೈಕ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ದೊಡ್ಡಕ್ಕೆ ಕಿರ್ಚೋನೆಯ ಅಂತ ಇಫ್ ಅಕ್ಷಯ್ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಂಗೆ ಈಗ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸಿದೆ, ಮಾಡದೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ನಾನ್ ಮಾರಲ್ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಮಾರಲ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ರಾತ್ರಿ ನಾನು ಫುಲ್ ಮೈಕ್ ಅನ್ನ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಅಕ್ಷಯ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ it will lead to what, children? Anarchy. There will not be what healthy society. If everybody is allowed to act according to their wish, okay, so what it will lead to? It will lead to anarchy. ಒಂದು ಪದ್ಧತಿನೇ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ನನಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದಾಗ ನಾನು ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಹೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಶಾಲೆಗೆ ಬರ್ತೇನೆ, ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಹೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲಿ ಹಾಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾನು ಪ್ರೇಯರ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಹೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಮಾತಾಜಿ ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ನಾನು ಬರ್ತೇನೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಕೆಲವೊಂದನ್ನ ನಮಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇರಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರಲಿ, ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಫಾಲೋ. ಸೊ that is why Mahatma Gandhi also says that these conventions, following conventions and customs, it is unnecessary ಅಥವಾ ಅದು ತಪ್ಪು ಅಂತ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಹೇಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಗಾಂಧಿ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಈ ಕನ್ವೆನ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡೋದೇಂತಲ್ಲ, ಎವ್ರಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಟ್ ನೀಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಮಾರಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಆ ಕಸ್ಟಮ್ ಸರಿ ಅಂತ ಪಾಲನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮೈ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಮಾರಲ್, ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ರಿಮೇನ್ ನಾನ್ ಮಾರಲ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎಟ್ ಆಲ್ ಇಮ್ಮಾರಲ್. ಇಮ್ಮಾರಲ್ ಅಲ್ವೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ತಪ್ಪು ಕೆಲಸ ಅಲ್ಲ. ನನಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಉಂಟೋ ಇಲ್ವೋ, ಐ ಶುಡ್ ಗೋ ಟು ಎ assembly hall at 9:30 to maintain some discipline, decorum of the school, right? So Gandhiji is telling that. Now let us understand the first paragraph. Yes, okay, so here is the first paragraph of the lesson. What is moral action? M.K. Gandhi. See, what can it be? Sorry, when can it be said that a particular action is moral? In asking this question, the intention is not to contrast. See here, the intention is not to contrast moral with immoral actions, but to consider many of our everyday actions against which nothing can be said from the conventional standpoint and which some regard as moral. Most of our actions are probably non-moral. They do not necessarily involve morality. For the most part, we act according to the prevailing conventions. Such conventional behavior is often necessary. Okay, such conventional behavior is often necessary. If no such rules are observed, anarchy would be. Okay, anarchy would be the result and social intercourse would come to an end. Still, the mere observance of custom and usage cannot properly be called morality. Okay, so understood, no children? So here convention is a difficult word and anarchy is a difficult word. For these two they have given the meaning in your glossary. Anarchy means the absence of governmental authority. Conventional means customary, adhering to traditional, not unusual. Okay, so these are the two difficult words. For that you have the meaning in your glossary there. So I hope you have understood. Gandhiji is thinking about what is moral action. Gandhiji is asking which act can be considered as a moral action. He is not at all speaking about immoral action here. ತಪ್ಪು ಕೆಲಸದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. Gandhiji is making us or motivating us for self retrospection. ಯಾವುದೇ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಠವನ್ನ ಕಲಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಐ ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕಮ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಓಕೆ ನಾನು ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಹೇಳೋ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾನು ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಮೈ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ನಾನ್ ಮಾರಲ್. But if I come with the intention, with love for the children, okay, if I feel that it is my duty, okay, so with all these feelings, with love, affection, with happiness, with joy, okay, I come and join the school here, and if I start working here, then my action will become moral action. If I come only for the purpose of salary is very necessary, okay, but if here I come only for that purpose, my teaching activity will remain non-moral. How good I teach, ನಾನು ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಚಂದ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಲಿಸಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಬರೀ ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಶಾಲೆಗೆ ಬಂದೆ ಅಂತ ಆದ್ರೆ the teaching, okay, the act of teaching by my part, it will remain non-moral. ಹೌದಾ, it will not become moral. So this is what Gandhiji is talking about. He is not at all talking about immoral activity. He is talking about moral or non-moral. He is speaking about following conventions, customs, government rules, ಈಗ ಒನ್ ವೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಟ್ರಾಫಿಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ವೇ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ರೋಡ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಒನ್ ವೇ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಒನ್ ವೇದಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಬಂದಂಗೆ ಹೆಂಗೋ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಲೀಡ್ ಟು? ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಲೀಡ್ ಟು ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಒನ್ ವೇ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಲೀಡ್ ಟು ವಾಟ್? ಅನಾರ್ಕಿ. ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕಡೆ ಅರಾಜಕತೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ಬ ನೋಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಒಬ್ರೋ ಇಬ್ರೋ 3 ಜನನೋ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಕೋಟಿಗಟ್ಟಲೆ ಜನ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. We have to live peacefully in the society, no? For that, what do we need? We need some government rules and regulations. We follow some government rules and regulations. But it doesn't mean that merely following that government rules and regulation, it is moral act anta alla. We are doing it because it is government rule. It is our custom. It is our convention. For that purpose, we are doing it. But it need not be a moral act. Okay? Yeah, that is what Mahatma Gandhi is telling in the first stanza. Hope you all have understood. Yes, children. Did you understand it? Raise your hand. Did you understand it or you didn't understand? Do you have any difficulty in the first paragraph? If you have any difficulty, then you can switch on your mic and ask me. No difficulty? Really? Aniket?
No, Mataji.
Understood, Marie?
Yes, Mataji.
Very nice. Vaishnavi Viyagde?
Yes, Mataji.
Really, did you understand? Yeah. Then Rashmi Pai?
Yes, Mataji.
Understood, Marie?
Yes.
Then I want Kripa.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, where is my filter? Preeti Gowda. Are you there?
Yes, Mataji.
Get it out, Marie. Difficult word?
No, Mataji.
No, you have understood, no? Then what about Sumukh?
Understood, Mataji.
Good. Ashwik, last chance. Understood? Okay, shall we go for the next paragraph?
Yes.
Yeah. So let me read out the next paragraph for you. Next. Yes. Yeah. So just go and look into the page there. Yeah. A moral act must be, see in the coming paragraphs, in the further paragraphs, Gandhiji is giving analysis. Okay, he is analyzing each and every activity and he is what? Guiding us. Whether our act is moral or non-moral. See, a moral act must be our own act. A moral act must be our own act, must spring from our own will. If we act mechanically, there is no moral content in our act. Such action would be moral if we think it proper to act like a machine and do so. For in doing so, we use our discrimination. We should bear in mind the distinction between acting mechanically and acting intentionally. It may be moral of a king to pardon a culprit, but the messenger bearing the order of pardon plays only a mechanical part in the king's moral act. But if the messenger were to bear the king's order, considering it to be his duty, his action would be a moral one. How can a man understand morality who does not use his own intelligence and power of thought, but lets himself be swept along like a log of wood by a current? Sometimes a man defies convention and acts on his own with a view to doing absolute good. Such a great hero was Wendell Phillips. Addressing an assembly of people, he once said, till you learn, till you learn to form your own opinions and express them, till you learn to form your own opinions and express them, I do not care much what you think of me. Thus, when we all care only for what our conscience says, then alone can we be regarded to have stepped onto the moral road. We shall not reach this stage as long as we do not believe and experience the belief that God within us, the God of all, is the ever present witness to all our acts. So, in this paragraph, you do not have any difficult word. So, one word is there, discrimination. But in social science, always you come across with this word, no children. Discrimination means what? Difference in two things, no. So, discrimination means what? Making what? Differentiating between two things, two people or two group of people. So, that is called discrimination. Okay. So, then another person, about one more person they have given, no? That is your Wendell Phillips. Who is this Wendell Phillips? So, Wendell Phillips, yeah. Wendell Phillips, 1 minute children, wait a minute. Yes, Wendell Phillips, born in 1811 and lived up to 1884. He was an American orator and social reformer who opposed slavery. Okay, in United States of America, slavery was a big problem. Abraham Lincoln fought against that. Okay, Martin Luther King Jr. fought against this slavery, and this person, Wendell Phillips, also fought against slavery. See, slavery was considered as one of the customs, alva. So, custom agi sampradaya antadನ್ನ follow ಮಾಡೋ ತರ ಇತ್ತು. So, see here, instead of following it, few people, they raised their voice against this. Okay. So, they condemned that. So, they did not follow that convention because that convention itself was leading to what, children? Anarchy, right? So, ಎಲ್ಲ time, ಎಲ್ಲ conventions ಕೂಡ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಸರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. That conventions themselves can lead to anarchy. That's why this Wendell Phillips also, he rose his voice against what, children? Slavery. That is one thing. Then here, Mahatma Gandhi ji is speaking about, see the first line there, children. A moral act must be our own act, must spring from our own will. If we act mechanically, there is no moral content, okay, in our act. So every day, when the teachers come to the class, what you will do? You will stand up, right? So what is the intention behind standing up? Few students stand up mechanically. Teacher bandru namaste, you will stand up. No, hoda. So you will stand up mechanically. You will not have that feeling. My teacher has come to the class. She has entered the class. So you will not feel what? ಒಂದು ರೀತಿ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಂದ, ಒಂದು ರೀತಿ ಪ್ರೌಡ್ ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ ಇಂದ, ಒಂದು ರೀತಿ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ನೀವು ಎದ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, so you have the intention, no? So then your act will become moral act. Otherwise, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು ನಾನು ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಹಿಂಗ್ ಬಂದ್ರು ದಿನಾನು ನಾವು ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ. ಸೊ if we act mechanically, see ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಪ್ಪೇನೂ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇಂದ, ಟೀಚರ್ ಬಂದ್ರು ನೀವು ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ. ಆದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಮಾರಲ್ ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಆಡದೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ಅಪ್ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನಲಿ ಟು ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಟೀಚರ್, ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್, ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್, ಮಾರಲ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್. ಓಕೆ, see, continuing, a moral act must be our own act, must spring from our own will. If we act mechanically, there is no moral content in our act. Such action would be moral if we think it proper to act like a machine and do so. Okay, so ಕೆಲವೊಂದ್ಸಲ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ರಿಚುವಲ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು. ಇದನ್ನೇ ತಗೊಳ್ಳುವ, ಇದೇ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳುವ. ಟೀಚರ್ ಬಂದ್ರು, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆ ಟೀಚರ್ ಕಂಡ್ರೆ ಏನೇನು ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವ. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸಪೋಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಆರ್ ಸಮ್ ಯಾರೋ ಬಂದ್ರು ಸ್ಕೂಲಿಗೆ, ಏನೋ ಒಂದಪ್ಪ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆ ಟೈಮಿಗೆ ಎದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವ. ಮೇ ಬಿ ಯು ಮೇ ನಾಟ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ದಟ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನೀವು ಅಥವಾ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೇ ಅಮ್ಮ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ರಿಚುವಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಎದ್ದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅದು ಮಾಡು, ಇದು ಮಾಡು, ಸಂಧ್ಯಾ ವಂದನೆ ಮಾಡು, ಅಥವಾ ದೇವರ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡು. ಸೊ ಯು ಡೋಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬಿಲೀಫ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ರೆಡಿ ಟು ಡೂ ದಟ್. ಅಮ್ಮ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನೀವು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಅದು ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಮ್ಮ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಗೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆಯೋ ಇಲ್ವೋ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ದೇನೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯುವರ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಮಾರಲ್, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ನಾನ್ ಮಾರಲ್. ಈಗ ಅಮ್ಮ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅಜ್ಜ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅಜ್ಜಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡದೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ, ಓಕೆ ನಂಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇದೆಯೋ ಇಲ್ವೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ದೇನೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಅಮ್ಮಂಗೆ, ಅಜ್ಜಂಗೆ, ಅಜ್ಜಿಗೆ, ಅಪ್ಪಂಗೆ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ನೋವಾಗ್ತದೆ. ನನ್ಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇದೆಯೋ ಇಲ್ವೋ, ಅವರ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ನೋವಾಗಬಾರ್ದು ಹೇಳುವಂತಹ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ನಿಂದ ನೀವು ಆ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯುವರ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಮಾರಲ್, ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ನಾಟ್. ಸಿ ದ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಸೊ Amma is asking you to do some rituals every day without thinking anything. If you follow mechanically, then your act will become non-moral. But if you feel that, so see, I am not interested or I am interested. If you are interested and you have done that act, then it is your moral act. If you do not have interest, but still to make your mother, to your grandmother, or else your parents or your family members happy, okay, you are doing that activity, then your intention is there, not to hurt them. Then what happened, even though you didn't like that act, your act became moral. Okay, yeah. See children, within 3 to 4 minutes meeting is going to end. Today I am not going to continue the lesson. Tomorrow we will discuss more about this lesson. Okay, let us end the meeting here. Thank you very much. Okay.